Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to a special housing report brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand, where today we look at the first national report for August for the housing market. This is from Quotable Value. Remember, we've already had Barfoot and Thompson. It's the biggest real estate agency group in Auckland and accounts for about 16% of all sales nationally. It came out last week and said that volumes in August were down 23% on the previous year and the average price was down 4% on the previous month. Now Quotable Value has detail on the values of houses in August as it measures it. Quotable Value does things slightly differently to the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, which is due to produce its report next week. It looks at the values of houses sold in one particular area and looks at what they were selling for a year or so ago. And this gets around the problem of skew. This is where some houses that are sold at the top end of the market, more of those are sold 1 month than the last month, but the median house price is skewed up. So, what does the QV report say for August? It says that house prices and values remain in gradual decline, pretty much across the nation. When they look at prices in August versus, let's say, March, they see a price fall or value fall of 1.1% from March. And they say that prices are now down 5% from their complete peak at the latter part of 2007. They say there's a lack of buyers in the market and also a lack of finance for some of those buyers. There's an overhang of unsold houses, and it's clear that some people who haven't sold their houses are taking them off the market. We're also seeing a lack of new supply of new listings coming on to the market as people who are thinking of selling realise the market's a bit depressed and so they don't want to put their house on to sell now. But QV also reports there is some signs of life in the market as we emerge from the winter and head into spring. And some people who are taking their houses off may look at putting those houses back on depending on what happens with the market. Of course, this report was done to the end of August. And remember, the Christchurch earthquake will have a major impact on sales and activity, particularly in the Canterbury region, in September. We'll see what happens there. But it's clear that the demand in the housing market and also the supply of finance is relatively weak. And you can see here from this chart on mortgage approvals that they've been in gradual decline, along with prices, for the last few months. And when you look at how they are versus a year ago, mortgage approvals are down 26%. Can't be too much of a coincidence. That's almost exactly the same as the volumes of house sales are down, around about a quarter from a year ago. There are, however, some microclimates in the housing market. Some people are saying that central Auckland is particularly warm at the moment, as some people look to buy houses that aren't leaky, and there seems to be some demand from Asian buyers. But across the country, prices are gradually declining, says QV. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was a special housing report brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand.